Alright, well this is a review of the new 11.6-inch MacBook Air. I've had this for about a week now. I personally really like it. I owned the 13-inch MacBook Air beforehand, and I must say that this is a welcome improvement over the last one. This is a true story, believe I kid you not. I actually had to get my 13-inch MacBook Air replaced like 3 times. The first time, literally the screen just snapped in half. The second time, the hinge broke. Pretty much it was related to the same problem that the plastic, this part in the old MacBook Air was gray, and it used to break often. And a Mac employee actually at the Apple Store said that they knew of a defect. And because of that, they actually replaced my MacBook Air for free. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. So this is my second MacBook Air I've ever owned. I decided to go with the $999 one. I encourage you, if you're like a student out there, to actually use the educational store, the Mac educational store, because it actually saves you kind of like $50. So the price actually comes down to sorry, not 400, but $949. So without further ado, let me just start off. So as you can notice, I mean, it looks pretty much the same as the old MacBook Air. It's pretty sleek. As you can see, there's the Apple logo. The corners are rounded off. I mean, it's really, really nice. First thing you'll notice here is it has, sorry, I don't think the camera's like getting this really well, but it has a FireWire port in the corner and a USB port on this side, and it has a microphone and a USB port and the power adapter on this side. There's nothing on the back, nothing on the front. It doesn't actually even have a light that tells you it's on standby or something like that. So, and also another thing to note is that it also doesn't have the light that tells you how much battery is left. So if you, let's just say, if you don't want to turn on your computer and don't know how much battery is left and decide to charge it, you actually have to turn on your computer and figure out how much battery you have. Versus, you can just like press some button on the other MacBooks and figure out how much battery you have. So the first question that people probably want to know is, how fast does this thing turn on? I must say that my last 13-inch MacBook Pro was really, really slow. It probably took like a minute or two to turn on. But this thing is speedy. I mean, I'll just like turn it on right now. I mean, I've installed a lot of stuff on this. I mean, like music, videos, a couple of games, stuff like that. And it runs really, really, really well. So, alright, so this is the power button. I'm turning it on. And I'll time it as we go along. So, the Apple logo's appeared. It's been out 5 seconds now. And that was like 11 seconds. So the MacBook Air, the 11.6-inch one, that has a 64 gig hard drive, 1.4 gig Core 2 Duo processor, turned on in 11 seconds. More like 10 seconds, but for all intents and purposes, 11 seconds. Either ways, it's a much better improvement than, let's just say, like the last one was turned on in like a minute or so. And I'm pretty sure that this is faster than the MacBooks out there. So it's considerably fast, but I feel that it probably has something to do with the flash drive, because flash drives are known to be like 2 to 3 times faster than their spinning counterparts. So either way, so let's just start. So as you can see, the screen is incredibly high res. I mean, this thing just looks phenomenal. Compared to the old MacBooks or the old MacBook Airs, the screen just looks amazing. I mean, I would go as far as to say that it comes into comparison with the screen on the new iPhone. It's that high res, and I definitely recommend it. The one drawback is that this keyboard doesn't actually have the backlight that the old MacBook Air used to have. So if you're using it in like low light conditions and you're kind of looking for one of these like funny keys right here, I always forget, like, okay, so where is this caret sign or the asterisk or stuff like that, the parentheses. So if you are in like low light conditions, don't really know where it is, that can be a problem. And it also, the new MacBook Airs also have this like giant glass trackpad. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it doesn't really feel like grass, haha. It feels kind of like the old plasticky trackpad they had, but apparently it's made out of glass, and people really like it. At least that's what I've been told. The keys are evenly spaced out. It's really comfortable to type on, and it's really portable. You'll have no problem like bringing it to school or to work, or I mean, you might even forget it's in your bag because it's so light and small. So now I'm just going to give you like a couple of demonstrations of how fast this is. So here we go. Here we go. And it's turned on. You open Finder. Let's open Safari. As you can see, I mean, like one click and this thing just turns on. Let's open Dashboard. I haven't actually turned on Dashboard before, but let's just open it right now. There we go. That's how fast the dashboard loads. So this thing is just really, really fast. Now let's open like iCal or something like that. There. I mean, it's instantaneous. I have not opened these programs. I just blew this up in front of you, and it's almost instantaneous. I mean, it's super fast. People are over there, people are saying that, oh, you should get the 1.8 gig one or 1.6 gig one if you're going for the 11.6 inch, and you should upgrade to 4 gigs of RAM. But I personally think that, I mean, for the budget-minded people out there, and for, I guess, the smart shoppers out there, you should definitely go with the base model, the 64 gig one. Maybe get like a bigger hard drive if you really want it, but go with the 64 gig for $999. Try to get an educational discount if you're a student, and the 1.4 gig processor is plenty. I mean, this thing is really, really fast, and you'll definitely enjoy it. Another thing you have to figure out is if this product is right for you. One of the main concerns would be, okay, so I have a MacBook Pro that's like has like a 3 gig processor with like 250 gigs of hard drive space, etc., etc. So this product for me. So this product is pretty much for like the mobile person. So if you're like a student and have like a main laptop or desktop at home like I do, this is really helpful. So I can just like load a couple of my songs on it, like a gig or two of songs, and then just use some other programs while I'm in school, and then come back and pretty much just use like my iMac. And if I'm like, let's just say like surfing on the internet, sitting in bed, I'm too lazy to get off, this is like a great way to do that. Apart from that, I wouldn't recommend this from someone who actually wants to, let's just say, is like a hardcore gamer or wants to make like 5 million movies every single day. But it's actually a really good device for, I guess, the person who's more mobile. I guess the last thing I really want to talk about right now is the battery life. The battery life is actually really good, but to be perfectly honest, I actually kind of get just like 3 to 4 hours out of it, and I'm a pretty heavy user, so normally it's like bordering on the 3-hour side. So I don't really know how Apple calculates their numbers, but if you're kind of like a user like me, you're typing notes, you're surfing the internet, I don't know, you get easily distracted and you start watching a YouTube video, and that pretty much goes on for like half an hour. You start like Netflix, watch an episode of, I don't know, of like Family Guy or something like that. It's pretty much going to be like 3 hours or something like that. So just be careful. But results may vary from person to person, but the battery life is pretty good. So let's just say if you're spending like a whole day in class, you should have no problem taking like just notes on this at all. Apart from that, let me just load like a third-party program and let's see the speed. So I guess Microsoft Word would be a good example. I mean, this is a pretty old piece of software. This is the 2008 software, and let's like load this. Let's see how fast this is. So as you can see, I mean, I clicked it, the thing just popped up. In my old MacBook Airs, it just takes a lot of time, and as you see, it's already loaded. So in general, programs perform really well. The screen is really high res. It also has like a camera over here, as many of you know, and Apple just released their FaceTime application, so you can actually chat with people who have an iPhone, or even just like, let's just say if a buddy of yours has another Mac, they can download FaceTime, so you can directly do basically like FaceTime from this computer to that computer. I mean, if you want, if someone's interested, I'll actually make a video of that, but it's pretty easy. So let me just like show you the application. let's switch to the bigger view, considering we have a limited screen real estate here. Here we go, FaceTime right here. So you can always download that and use it for video chatting. But apart from that, I mean, I really enjoy it. I mean, it's really well made. Because another thing I want to point out, the first MacBook Air, right? When I got it, this hinge would kind of be like squeaky and would go back and forth. But this thing is like rock solid. I mean, even the aluminum construction on this, I feel is much more sturdy than the first generation MacBook Air. And I would have to say even the second generation MacBook Air. Maybe not the second generation MacBook Air in terms of like the bottom case, but definitely the screen. The toughness of the screen is definitely more apparent in this model. Apart from that, I mean, I really don't have any complaints with it. I really enjoy it. It's a great product, and I feel that finally the MacBook Air has maybe evolved to the point where many people should buy it. I feel that the first generation, second generation were good products, but they were kind of overpriced, and they didn't really, I mean, let's just even say they didn't really have it. They were pretty much slow, and you couldn't really get much done on them. But this product is absolutely phenomenal. I'm actually finding that I use this more often than anything else. So if you're interested in a portable computer and you're a student or you're looking to buy like a new Mac, I would definitely recommend the MacBook Air. Oh, the last thing. It actually comes with no CD-ROM drive or DVD drive. As you can see, there's like nothing here. There's like a really thin profile. So you're going to have to buy that for additional like $100. That's something definitely to consider. That might put you off. But apart from that, if you can overcome those and definitely want like a great mobile computer that's fast, reliable, has like a flash drive so it makes it super fast, you definitely want to go with this machine. I realize your opinions may vary, but I just wanted to throw out the facts and show you, I guess, like slightly, an accurate review of this product or accurate portrayal of this product, which I feel that probably is how many people are going to use it. That's all. Thank you so much for listening, if you're still listening, hopefully. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.